everybody, my name is Jessy and thank you so much for joining me today. So I wanted to talk about learning to use my voice. It's no secret that I have lived a life filled with challenges and roller coasters that have made to break me. And something that I learned recently, which is quite profound because I'm 28 years old and after suffering from this abuse from the age of, I would say, 12, I had a different way of looking at the ways that my life basically. And I had grown up in an environment where I was taught that being silent and not rocking the boat was so much more important than speaking up and speaking your truth. I've always been the kind of person who's always had a ton of emotions, and so I've always suppressed. So I have always been afraid of my own shadow. I've always been afraid of my own voice, and I haven't used my own voice in a way that I could have. I have been given a ton of privilege in my life to be able to do that, and I never did. But it wasn't until I shared a secret of mine about the body shaming I was experiencing at work that I realized that I needed to try and shake the lifetime of teaching that I had been given in order to make a difference, or in order to help other people who were like me. Abusers and tormentors, the ones that inflict so much pain in your life, they count on you being silent, and that's how they get away with things. They count on you being silent and not saying anything, and almost intimidating you, making you afraid to admit what you're going through. And it isn't until we find the courage within ourselves to finally speak our truth that we realize that actually they were wrong, that people will support us, that people will love us and hug us and celebrate us for being able to share the painful things that we've been through. 3 months ago, I would have given anything to be able to take away all the pain and suffering that I'd been through in order to just have a normal life. 3 months on now that I have learned a lot more about myself, learned a lot more about the community I'm in, and more about people really, and really my heart has changed. Now, I wouldn't give that up, and the reason for that is because it has made my heart the way it is. It has made me strong in certain ways, and whilst I have a long way to go, I know that I can get through it. And one of the best ways that I've been able to get through it is by using my voice, by sharing my experiences. And the reason that I share my experiences is because every so often I get a message that says, I've been through it too, or I don't feel so alone. And I think back to younger Jessy, who was going through that and felt very much alone. I guess it makes me realize that I went through those painful memories and painful moments, and before it was just to go through it, but now there's a purpose to it. We all have a voice that we can use. Some of us use it for good and some of us use it for bad, and some of us don't use it at all. And I'm not trying to shame anyone who isn't using their voice because they don't feel confident, because I know what that's like. I know what it's like to be afraid, because I want those people who are afraid to use their voice to realize that once you step out of your comfort zone and you really allow yourself to just be and allow yourself to live your truth, your life will be so much happier and less heavy. We have the ability to share our stories in order to make somebody feel less alone. And whether you make one person feel less alone or 1,000,000 person less alone, that is contributing to a positive way of changing this world. So how can we start to change that? By speaking out about the things that happen in our offices, in our workplace, in our home. We have to be able to live our lives the way we want to and the way we deserve to, because otherwise we're living our lives for everybody else. Instead, embrace the fact that there are so many people out there who are going to just welcome you for being the real you. Start speaking up so that we can start making the changes we need to in life, because we all deserve to have a happy, healthy, safe life, right? I hope that you have a wonderful day. As always, please be good to yourself, and I'll see you later. Bye.